Hey, it's me, Michael Fuck. Today, I'm undergoing experimental African American surgery. It's when I go from white to black. So I'm about to become a real ass. No, can't say that yet.
Yo, what's up? The name's Dr. Butt. I'm here to...
This is my surgeon, and he's gonna be performing the surgery.
Not everything is black and white, except when you're both mixed and confused, light and dark infused. I pretended to be African American and lost touch of my bright side, and I forgot how to be white. I'm a black man now, and the world is darkened now.
For 27 years, I lied about being black. The name that most of you are familiar with is Jamal Simone Nigga Jamal Watermelon Fried Chicken Johnson. But that is not my real government name. My real name is Michael. Michael Fuck. And the reason I lied about being black is because I wanted more opportunities in society, because it's easier for a black man out here. Black privilege is a real thing. For example, you get to say the N-word in songs, and white people can't. Here are some very problematic photos of me wearing blackface. I understand this is probably very distasteful and disgusting to a lot of you, but I am making this documentary to right my wrongs and pay homage to the black community in a way that is both respectful and redeems me of my white supremacist past. So, before I became a black man, I was the Grand Wizard of the KKK. But then I met a black woman with a big, juicy chocolate ass. And that's when I realized maybe black lives do matter. A lot about being 27, by the way. I'm actually a 56-year-old man. And this blackface I'm wearing is, unfortunately, very permanent. Cannot be removed. Now, a lot of people my whole life have always said, you act pretty white for a black guy. Little did they know, I was a cracker this whole time. I mean, it was pretty obvious. I can't play basketball. I can swim really well. I can dance poorly. Now, I would like to discuss the black woman that I fell in love with when I was still pasty. She rejected me because I was a white boy. So that's when I underwent the very experimental surgery that I found on the black market. There was a bit, I mean, he wasn't quite a quack, but he didn't have the proper, credentials to be performing a surgery like that. He did a whole Robert Downey Jr., Kirk Lazarus thing on me, and now I am black. Now, I thought this would make me more attractive to this beautiful chocolate princess that I was so in love with, but she said, and I quote, "I don't like light-skinned niggas." And my heart was broken, and I didn't have any money to make my skin darker. And when I tried going back to being a Grand Wizard of the KKK, they discriminated against me because of the color of my skin. And as the KKK kicked me out of their little, place of social racism, I said, "Is it 'cause I'm black?" And they leaned in closely and they were like, "Yeah. That's exactly why." That sexy black bitch, she said she only dates real ass niggas. And the moment I become a real ass nigga, she said that she doesn't even want that. So all those the blacks who rap and make their mouth do the thing to the beat, they're not lying. Bitches really are not shit. I was watching some of the blacks comedy, like the stuff that they laugh at, and I was cracking up a little bit. I like the Kevin Hart stuff, and there was also this one little darkened one who was like, "My nuts got to them." A little nervous to go out in public, because every time I do, white people, well, my fellow people, will look at me and be like, "Gee Willikers, a Negro." I don't say that, but I'm sure that's what they're thinking, because that's what I would think if I saw a Negro. I would be like, "Gee Willikers," or "Oh my gosh," or yeah. So I need to work on my greeting. So I'm thinking I never really mastered being a black man in the last 27 years. I'm thinking put my hands like this. Maybe I can hear me. So I'm gonna go outside and practice being a Negro or African American. So I'm not that good of a filmer or an editor. I'm gonna try my best to make a sufficient documentary about how I've pretended to be black for the last 27 years, right? I will say, one plus to becoming a black man, I've developed empathy for the black man. Whereas I didn't quite have much empathy before. I was hanging them from trees, using them as piñatas. I did a bit of lynching, a few terrorisms. Don't quite respect the ones from the South yet. The ones that like the beans and the burritos and the enchiladas, but that's my beautiful dog, Bailey. She's a husky. So that's how you can tell I'm not a real black man, because if I were a real black man, she'd be a pit bull. So I went and visited my dad. He didn't recognize me at first, and I was like, "Hey, that's your son, Michael Fuck." And he was like, "You got a tan, Michael," is what he said. He likes to joke. We talked a little bit, and he was just like, "So how's being a black man, Michael?" And I was like, "It's all right. I mean, it kind of sucks from going from getting beautiful white women to exclusively ones that are heavier set." I have a lot of kids, by the way. A lot of kids. I've gotten a lot of women pregnant. However, I'm always able to get out of it when the baby comes out white. But yeah, after pretending to be a black man for so long, I'm finally exiting the Caucasian closet and revealing that I was white this entire time. White is right. It's my identity. I'm not African American, but rather Caucasian American. I just hope people don't think I'm racist. I'm a changed man. I assure you, not racist. I have white friends who don't think I'm racist. So, just letting you know. Some may watch this documentary and accuse me of bringing back minstrelsy in a big way. I disagree. This was all for an attempt to get a crumb of vagina from a black woman that I found very attractive. Was it worth it? In a way, I'd say it was. In a way, this may be karma or a curse where, I'm no longer racist. I think the Lord Jesus, who I suspect wasn't really Jewish, I believe he bestowed this curse onto me so I could empathize with the black man. Lesson learned. I don't think the curse is going to be reversed, however. Jesus, my white Lord and Savior. I believe anyone who thinks that Jesus was brown is blaspheming God, and Christ, and the Holy Spirit. Clearly a white man. Because he was born in the Middle East. He would not be dirty. So I felt Jesus speaking through me today. And I think he wants me to stop drinking the Kool-Aid, because I've been drinking a lot of it. Like a lot of it. The purple kind, specifically. Oh yeah. It's what the Kool-Aid man says. But he said to stop drinking the Kool-Aid and just enjoy life. And I live in the Midwest, Iowa specifically, red state, and I get a lot of dirty looks here and there. Typically when I go out in public with my penis out, but I accuse them of looking because I'm black anyway. I got pulled over by a police officer. I accused him of pulling me over because I'm black, knowing damn well my plates were expired. I got in a fight once. I got my ass beat by a little white boy. Because since I am not a real African American, I did not have 12 cousins to back me up in the fight. I was also at this party, and this white guy was just going around roasting every single minority there. All the jokes were hilarious. I busted up laughing. But then he turns and looks at me and he says, "I don't know what you laughing at, darky." And that's when I looked at my hands and I was like, oh yeah, I fucking forgot. It doesn't feel good to have racial jokes hurled at you, by the way. It's actually pretty hurtful. Especially when everyone laughs. Especially when the joke is really funny if it wasn't me. I'm slowly realizing that I am neither black nor white. I'm technically mixed. Meaning the cops would only have to load half their bullets. Now, black comedy is a bit hit or miss for me. Most of it doesn't make me laugh. Although there was that one episode of the Chappelle Show that always got me, even back when I was white. It was that white supremacist skit where he was like blind and saying all that like funny shit. I always thought that was funny. I don't know why. But that's the only skit I ever found funny from Chappelle. But yeah, before her name was Justice, by the way, the black woman I fell in love with. Before her, I saw black women in a very unsavory light. Whenever I found out one of my friends was talking to a she-boon, I would accuse him of having jungle fever. I'd call him a nigger lover. And I would ghost him. Like I'd put on my white hood with the eye holes and I'd be like, "Ooh, we're no longer friends." And then we wouldn't talk anymore. I always had a bit of a dark sense of humor despite my white complexion back in the day. I'm not racist, but I actually have the #1 podcast on YouTube because I'm a black man with a white guy's vernacular. A very expanded vocabulary. Because I look black, but I talk like I'm white. I'll be sitting there on camera, talking into my microphone, and I'll say things like, Hassan Piker, you are truly dumb. An absolute parody of a human being that I believe God created you as a caricature of everything a person should not be, farted you out of his vagina and into the world and gave him the ability to vote like the rest of us for some reason. Your existence is an offensive caricature, more offensive than that of a Jewish merchant cartoon or any depiction of a black man with huge pink lips. You are more offensive than that because you are so stupid that people like you should only exist in unproven conspiracy theories. Yet, for some reason, you are real, you exist, you are walking amongst us with no actual possibility of extinction just yet, similar to that of a dinosaur or a mammoth or a dodo bird. Right. I say things like that, and people just eat it the fuck up because they're like, whoa, this nigger read a book. Like, I have an advantage that other Negroes simply do not possess. An ability to speak like a white man. I will go out and I will commit crimes on purpose, and I get out of it because of how well I speak and lie to the police. There are black people out there who don't commit any crimes or do anything wrong, but because they can't speak as well as a white man, cops just assume that they're guilty right off the bat. I am not that way. I am a black man with extremely white privilege. The thing is, as a black podcaster, I have more power and influence than I did when I was a Grand Wizard of the KKK. Because now, my fans aren't just white. They're Hispanic, Jewish, black, and they all hate themselves for it. Now, as much as I would love to pivot my influence from a podcaster to being a politician and eventually president, I will never be able to run the United States. There will never be another black man in the White House. Thanks, Obama. Now, it's perfect that I used to be a white man and I'm now black, because now I can say things like, as a black man, and then my opinion becomes 10 times more valid. As a black man, I never liked Obama. Would not have voted him for a third term. In fact, I woke up from a nightmare, cold sweats, that Obama was running a third term. Not a fan. As a black man, I thought Black Panther was shit. As a black man, not a fan of Jordan Peele. Think all of his movies are very repetitive, crappy, trash. As a black man, not a huge fan of rap music. It's monkey music at the end of the day. Ooh, ooh, ah. Like, because I used to be a white man, I am what you would call an advanced Negro. I walk on my hind legs, and other Negroes walk in on their knuckles. They still use a banana as a telephone. I have an Apple phone. Apples and bananas. Oh, and when I sleep like this. Not like this. It is now day 2 of my documentary. As I prepare for cancellation for wearing permanent blackface, I think about what I'm going to say next. So, I often go on my podcast and I say things like, black women aren't really attractive. They are. It's just, I keep getting rejected by them, and the only options I have are extremely plus-sized white women, who I keep getting pregnant, like I said. But I'm always able to get out of it when the baby comes out white. Still white on the inside, at the end of the day. White DNA. Aryan bloodline. I mean, it's pretty easy for me to sit there and say black women are unattractive since I'm not able to attract them anyway, right? Like, in a way, I'm doing the Matt Walsh am I racist thing if he decided to wear blackface instead of dressing like, well, a guy who eats dog poop thinking it's healthy. That's what it kind of looked like to me. Also, personally, my thoughts on Gypsy Crusader. Not a racist, just a guy with goofy opinions. Also, my thoughts on David Duke. That's my nigger right there. Also, I let all of my white friends use the N-word. As a black man. It's fucked up. I know. Because I'm not black. I am, a very white American. But in taking on this new racial identity, it's given me certain powers that I did not possess as a white man. Now, don't get me wrong. I would have said the N-word either way. But now I have the power to let other white people say it. because as my favorite neo-Nazi YouTuber once said, they're either all okay or none of them are okay in regards to the N-word. I know he got like a girlfriend. He pretends not to be who he once was, but I'll always live by those words, he once said. I even did this Kanye West cosplay once. My entire entourage is white, and I allow them to say the N-word, and they have me in their group to prove they are not racist. Now, it's a bit of an in-joke, because I used to be a white man. Still am, at heart. I'm not racist, but just because I'm a black man doesn't mean I don't feel uncomfortable around large groups of... People get very confused when they talk to me. They never express the confusion. I could just tell through microaggressions. But when I say I prefer kiwi over watermelon, or turkey over chicken, fried chicken, or I say, personally, not a huge fan of grape soda, I prefer Fanta. I really like Fanta. I also prefer Wendy's over Popeyes. Also, everyone is very confused to meet the very first black guy who doesn't watch anime. Not even a fan of Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z. I'm more of an Everybody Loves Raymond type of guy. And according to Jim, that's funny. It's a funny, good show. Now, I'm not a huge fan of black media, as you know, but I can tolerate the Cleveland show. This right here is a television screen. No, I did not steal it. So you know, as I said, black privilege is a real thing in America. You know how I said earlier, I mentioned how I will start a sentence off with, as a black man, and then I'll give an opinion on black culture, and it'll become 10 times more valid because I'm a black man. So I've decided to start flexing my black privilege in other areas of social issues and political commentary on my podcast. I will start off every sentence with, as a black man, and then proceed to give the most absurd take known to man, and anyone who disagrees with me, I just reply and call them racist. I'm sure you're wondering what I do for work ever since I stopped being the Grand Wizard of the KKK. I actually get Social Security because I'm on crack. Think of the white man as the gorilla, a hardworking gorilla in the jungle, and I'm the monkey who exploits the system for free bananas. I also have an EBT card that I exchange for pussy. I find hungry bitches, fat ones, and I'm like, hey, I can spot you a bag of Doritos for some head. I do have a lot of critics who often pick apart my podcast. They call me whitewashed. They compare me to George Zimmerman. They accuse me of having internalized racism. They accuse me of being a black man who wants to be white, even though I was a white man who became black. Some Robert Downey Jr. shit. I've been called Uncle Ruckus. I've been compared to Kanye West, Candace Owens, Myron from Fresh and Fit. I've been called a night Nazi. Been called a coon. I've been called a nigger by white liberals, mind you. Are colored people just like pretending Spike Lee makes good movies? Okay, I just separated these items from the white trash, and now I can put these things away and organize them. Now, everyone knows, in order to be a real-ass nigga, you gotta make your own mixtape.
Yeah, yo, I'm white, I'm always right. I love that you are black, and I sniff your ass. I really like your rack, even though I'm white. I'll pee on you all night. No, I won't behave. I will be your slave. I'll pick your butt like cotton. I bet it smells real rotten. I'm a white guy. Yo, I'm white. Yo, I'm white. Yo, I'm white. Yo, I'm white.
Oh, I got this new coat recently. Yeah, I stole it. So, I was actually watching Happy Gilmore 2. Adam Sandler, he is one funny ass motherfucker, despite being a Jew. Personally, I think Hitler would have liked Adam Sandler. I think he would agree that Adam is one of the good ones. Normally this is how I view Adam's people. Very similar to this fly. But and that dead fly right there that's been stuck there for a bit. Thank Christ I got surgery to be black and not Jewish. Whew. Like, can you imagine them trying to put my foreskin back on my penis? Alright, so we're gonna set my camera up there. Also, another thing, you see that fence right there? My neighbor over there, he's actually Indian. Right, he actually tried to claim more of my yard than was actually his. And I was like, hey man, like, you Indians ain't just gonna come into America and try to steal it from the white man. Fuck off, boy. More about that Clayton Bigsby sketch by Dave Chappelle, the black-white supremacist one. I believe the message that Dave was trying to send with his sketch is that if everyone were born blind, they wouldn't even hate each other for the color of their skin. The thing is, I fully believe that even if I was born blind, I would still harbor some sort of feelings towards the African Americans. Because even though I wouldn't be able to see them with my eyes, I would be able to smell them with my nose. Because, as you know, a very common scent that all African Americans tend to share is that of cannabis. In fact, I tried to get myself a bit of this cannabis that the African Americans like to inject or whatever the fuck. And the dude, he just insisted that I was a Fed. I walked up to him like any other Negro would, and I was like, hey, I would like to purchase your finest weed, please. Now, according to my dad, he insisted that it was the way that I asked. So I tried rewording it with other dealers. I was like, hi, one pot, please. That didn't work either. Another way that people suspect that I may be the whitest black man is that I know who my father is. I also know who my mother is. I just don't know where she is, because she ran off with an African American. And once my mom left, my dad really started hammering it into my head. He was like, never trust those fucking monkeys, Michael. Never trust those fucking monkeys. And then one day, it really became clear because I made this new friend at school named Stefan. He was black, obviously. And I was telling my dad about it at dinner, and he was like, Michael, I'm eating. So, I feel like that might have had something to do with the racism. So, as you know, I have a very successful podcast. I recently released my new single called I'm White. I even lip synced it for you guys. But I'm also going to try to breach out into other forms of media, like sketch comedy.
Hi! I might be racist, but at least I'm not black. Just found out I'm black. There's no going back. I miss being white. Now I'm dark as night. Oh God, it's real. Hey, Fit. How you doing? Hey, Satan. I have a dark secret to tell you, literally and metaphorically. I think I might be black. Uh-oh. Better not let your dad find out.
Hey, son!
Oh, I can see this joke coming from a mile away. Yup,
Called it. Oh, I won the lottery. Nope, never mind. It's just a scam.
Fit, don't feel bad about your dad leaving. You helped him embrace his true identity. And now it's time for you to do the same.
What do you want me to do? Say the N-word?
That'd be a start.
No! That word has such a long history. Puts a bad taste in my mouth.
Like vinegar?
Exactly like vinegar.
Black vinegar?
What?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Black vinegar is more of a Chinese thing.
Okay, so do you want me to say the N-word or not?
Well, we already said it like 4 times, so...
No, we said vinegar.
Oh, 5 times now.
I don't want to be black, Satan, because now I won't be able to swim. I'll be scared of chihuahuas, and I won't be able to fight anyone without bringing 12 of my cousins to back me up. God. I don't want to be black.
Okay, don't cry like that. You sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yo, what'd you just call me?
Hey, I'm not racist. I have gay friends. I know what'll make you feel better.
How is that supposed to make me feel better?
Well, I thought black people love chicken. Uh-oh, angry black man. Do you want my wallet?
Depends. How much money you got?
I have $6.66 in here.
Well, I only have $13.50 in my wallet, so I'll take yours. Wait, you're not gonna call the cops, are you? Because I don't want them unloading all their bullets at me.
Oh, please. You're mixed. They'll only have to load half their bullets to shoot you.
I can't breathe. Okay, that one was a good one. I like that one.
You know, when you were laughing, I could almost see the flies from Nigeria coming out of your mouth.
Okay, that one was just racist.
Okay, let me try again. I made a movie about interracial relationships. The reception was mixed.
That joke was a little too light-skinned. Try going darker.
Okay. A little boy goes up to his father and he says, "Hey Dad, mixed race couple." And he says, "Oh, Michael, I'm eating."
Okay, that one was so dark-skinned it made me uncomfortable. Is there no in-between with you? Like your jokes are either too light or too dark. You gotta hit that sweet spot in the middle. You gotta be mixed.
Why do I feel like this is a commentary on Reese Thorne's humor?
Because it is. Reese has no concept of balance when it comes to humor. He's either too light or too dark. There's no in-between with him because the dark side and the light side are constantly fighting for dominance in his brain. But if they would just work together, they could make gold.
So I'm the dark side?
Yes, and I'm the light side.
We should make a skit.
Yes, you play my grandpa and I'll introduce you to my white friend.
Do you have an actual white guy you can use?
He's not available to film because he's at work right now, so we're just gonna use CGI to work him in.
Sounds good. Okay, action! Oh, hey there, little sonny boy. How you doing?
I'm doing good, Grandpa. I want you to meet my friend over here.
Hi, my name is Craner. Hey, whoa, wait a minute. You brought a cracker to my apartment?
What? No, he not a cracker. He an African albino.
Nah, you can't fool me. That there's a cracker. Hey, I'm not a cracker. Alright, be straight up with me. Can you play basketball?
No.
Then you a cracker.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. Why do you hate the white people?
Because I got my heart broken by one of them pasty-ass devils. A white boy, specifically.
You had boyfriend? Was he gay?
Well, I thought so. But then one day I came home to him in bed with a woman.
Oh. Was she gay?
I hate white people. I even made an entire mixtape about it. My mixtape is called The KKK is Gay, Gay, Gay. Here, I'll even play one of the songs. Oh, just a minute. Here we go. All right.
Yo, I'm black, and I don't do crack. If you're the KKK, then stay away, way.
That was beautiful a cappella.
I didn't like it.
Oh, just you wait, white boy. I got a song just for you. Oh, just a minute now. Oh, hold on. I'm going to find it any minute now. Oh, there it is.
Yo, I'm white, and I'm always right. I love that you are black. So can I sniff your ass? I really like your rack. And even though I'm white, I'll pee on you all night. No, I won't behave. I will be your slave. I'll pick your butt like cotton. I bet it smell real rotten.
Okay, cut! Satan, come on! The skit started off funny, but now you're just pushing negative stereotypes. Well, yeah, it's satire. I'm supposed to be the Uncle Ruckus type? Well, what if the satire gets lost on the audience? Because these jokes are bordering on minstrelsy, and I would never push negative stereotypes about my own race. Oh, that is my favorite. Oh my god. The only difference between you and minstrelsy is that your blackface is permanent. Listen, I'm Satan. I have a set of anti-morals I'm supposed to follow, okay? The fact that I hate black people is just a coincidence. Oh man, this video is gonna get Reese in trouble for all kinds of reasons. No, it won't. He's black. People aren't gonna care. They think that your race is determined by your politics rather than your skin color. And since Reese is a conservative, they'll eat him alive. How is Reese a conservative if everyone's boots are still dirty? Well, he's certainly not a liberal, because his parents actually beat him enough. Fit. He's obviously a libertarian.
Hey! Whoa! I am not a libertarian. I'm not even attracted to 12-year-olds.
Then what the hell are you, Reese?
Isn't it obvious? I'm black.
Oh yeah? Prove it. Show us your dinky.
Fine.
Wow. That was the smallest thing I've ever seen. It was like a fun-sized Snickers. It had the little vein and everything.
Okay, I'll see you guys later. I gotta go shopping.
Do you even have any money?
Yeah, I got my wallet right here.
All right. Don't wear a hoodie. What just happened? I'm giving birth. You're pregnant? It's a baby Negro. Wait, didn't The Office do a bit just like this? Yeah, but theirs wasn't racist. How does that make ours better? I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't getting with no broke.
How'd I do? Because I was watching some King Batch, and I was like, this guy is very, very funny. I mean, I wasn't really laughing at King Batch's skits. I was more like nodding in agreement. And I was just like, yeah, they do act like that. Also, you guys have probably noticed, I've been wearing the same outfit every fucking day. Now, I'm not a smell bag by any means. I've been doing my laundry every single day. I have a washer and dryer downstairs. I don't use the local laundromat or anything like that. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum movie called She's the Man, where Amanda Bynes dresses up as a man. But there's a scene where a soccer ball hits her in the crotch, and all the guys look at her confused because she's not reacting the way a man would if he were hitting the balls. So when she realizes that she has to maintain this facade of being a man, she starts reacting the way she thinks a man would when getting hit in the balls. That is directly related to my situation when a white person calls me a nigger and I don't react the way a black person normally would. So then I look around and I'm like, oh shit. Oh, and then I right hook the fucker in the jaw. Just come to think of it, I actually may have made him more racist. Perhaps black people getting aggressive and violent with people who are already racist doesn't actually fix the issue, but only emboldens them to be more racist. No, that's insane. No, I clearly did the right thing. Hey guys, I got some cool merch. You like it? I refer to myself as an incel because I'm only able to get snow bunny pussy when what I really want is jungle bunny pussy. Moon cricket pussy. I want to be a spear chucker fucker, but I am instead strictly limited to albino huts. Also, I decided to take another swing at the sketch comedy thing. Here's what I cooked up.
Bitch.
Did someone say nigger?
Excuse me?
Oh, I'm sorry. Nigger of color.
That's better. My cracker.
Whoa. Don't ever say that again. I'll slap the shit out of you if you say that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Mikey. I didn't mean to. Look, I'm sorry that word was not mine to reclaim.
You're a good man. Here's some cotton for your trouble.
Why are you giving him cotton?
Because his family's a bunch of broke niggas.
You gotta admit, I fucking cooked there. I started using seasoning for the first time in my life, by the way. I didn't use that so much before I became black. And I really cooked up a spicy piece of sketch comedy. Social commentary. I gotta call it social commentary and satire. That way, I can get away with being as racist as I fucking want. I am an equal opportunity sex offender. No, that's not. That's not what it's called. What's equal opportunity offender. Okay, yeah, that sounds much better. And made another sketch. Worked real fucking hard for these bananas.
Hey, you gotta share your bananas with me.
No, get your own fucking bananas.
Hey, why do you learn how to share?
Why don't you learn how to get a fucking job, lazy ass, bum ass nigga?
Hey, the government says you have to give me at least half of your bananas.
Bullshit! I worked hard for these bananas.
Hey, what's going on down there?
God?
No, I'm the fucking government.
Okay, well, this unemployed monkey is trying to abuse the system for free bananas.
Whoa! That was racist as fuck. Give him one banana for committing a hate crime.
Are you kidding?
Excuse me. Give him another banana because he's on crack. Give him one more banana because he's schizophrenic.
God fucking damn it! That's all my fucking bananas! Man, this is bullshit!
Suck my massive floppy donkey dick, you fucking Republic cunt.
Oh, come on! Hello, government. Can you please give me EBT card so I can trade snacks for some pussy?
Of course, my nigga.
I really want to make movies. Action comedies, specifically. And I want to be able to cast myself in the main role. And since it'll be like an action comedy, I'll need a lot of stunt doubles. And it won't be hard for me to find stunt doubles. Whenever it's a white guy with a stunt double, you can usually just tell if you look closely, but for some reason, people like me, we don't gotta try that hard to find people who look just like us. I saw a video on Twitter of this group of very lovely African Americans ganging up on one white boy. And my immediate thought was, I cannot believe that Martin Luther King Jr. died for these niggas. I'm not racist, but not everyone deserves freedom in the United States. You know what I've noticed is broke niggas will always be with fat white bitches, but niggas who make a little bit of money, maybe even good money, they're always with a white bitch. Now the rich niggas, they're the ones that get to date the Asian women that they see in anime. Now, my favorite type of woman is the racist white woman who is very clear on her racial dating preferences. She exclusively dates white men, but then she meets me and she's like, "You're not usually my type." And then I get to crack. Sounds so foreign when I say that. I'm just gonna say I got the hit. I got the fuck. I don't know, it sounds white no matter how I say it, but the point is, I'll meet a racist woman, and she's like, well, I guess it's not really racist to have a racial dating preference, but women who exclusively date white men will meet me and they'll make an exception. Because I'm white. Yeah, so. I sagged my pants for the first time recently. Lose that. A little bit like that, maybe? Keep it tasteful, you know? I don't get why niggas do that. Went to the beach recently, and I saw a black guy tanning. What's the fucking point? That's like a raisin trying to become a grape. I got bored and I made myself a little toy. It's a penis. Fun fact, I actually made this in 6th grade. Dad always thought I was gay. In fact, I bought a gay pride belt and he beat the shit out of me with it. But I'm not gay. I've never even been molested. You know, it's like if I hadn't been like the Grand Wizard of the KKK, I would have surely been a pastor of some church. Or I would have been like an anti-gay vigilante named Inspector Faggot. And my catchphrase would have been, "Go, go, gadget faggot." And then I'd inspect dudes' assholes for cum. And smoke a fag. If I tasted any. And they tasted any yummy cum in their ass. You may think I'm trying to be like humorous and quite jocular when I say that type of stuff, but my dad would actually make me like pull down my pants whenever I'd hang out with one of my dude friends, like my guy friends, and he would require me to spread my ass cheeks, and he would put his face, like he would bury his nose in my ass, and if he didn't smell any cum, he'd look up at me and be like, "You're clean." Decided to make another sketch after watching Key and Peele.
Hey, how you doing, Uncle Semitic? She.
Do you want me to
turn the light off?
What does it matter? I'm fucking blind, nigga.
Okay, sorry. Was just checking in on you.
Wait a minute. You smell like bitch.
Excuse me?
You smell like a bitch.
What does that mean?
It means you reek of socialist ideals.
Uncle Semitic, I'm apolitical. You know this.
Nah, you can't fool me, you commie
Jesus Christ, Uncle Semitic, you can't say that fucking word.
Why? 'Cause I'll offend all the poop dicks?
Oh my god, you keep saying outrageously problematic shit. Stop!
Well, now I know you one of them left-leaning niggas. 'Cause ain't nobody getting offended by the word unless they're one of them tard commies.
Okay, fine. I admit it. I, Reese Thorne, am a pansexual, non-binary, liberal atheist who suffers from autism and schizophrenia.
Ooh, I bet all those labels make you feel real fucking special, huh?
Okay, Uncle Semitic, you really need to take other people's feelings into account.
Just say you're a and move on, nigga.
Can you really not see the importance of having empathy?
I can't see shit, nigga.
Oh, right.
You wanna know how I went blind?
Sure.
Because I poured bleach in my own damn eyes. Ooh.
Why'd you do that?
Because I couldn't stand to see these neoliberal fascists destroy themselves. I used to be one of them tard liberals myself. Back when being a libtard used to actually mean something.
You used to be a liberal?
Hell yeah. I was gayer than a nigga who writes poetry. And dumber than a nigga who buys lottery tickets when he's already in debt for buying lottery tickets.
What changed?
Oh, we've already been through this, nigga. Liberals used to be the counterculture, but now they're the establishment.
Oh, so you think liberals run the world?
Hell no, nigga. The world's run by
Uncle Semitic, the world is not run by It's run by a bunch of greedy people who love money.
What's the difference, gay boy?
Well, you know Jesus was a right?
What's your source?
The fucking Bible?
Show me.
I can't! You're fucking blind like every other goddamn conservative!
Oh, we're the blind ones, huh?
Yes! You guys are absolutely ruthless! You don't give a shit about anyone else but yourselves! We need to be more like Care Bears and get along.
Well, if that ain't the gayest shit I've ever heard.
Well, I'm not gay. I'm pansexual, which means I'm attracted to all genders.
Ooh, even all the retarded ones?
What exactly are the retarded ones?
The ones that need to be explained, nigga.
Do you think you're fucking funny saying outrageously problematic shit?
Just a Todd.
I think you said that word wrong.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, yeah, whatever. I'm
getting sweaty. I hope that wasn't my cum rag.
I'm fucking out of here. I'm fucking out of here. I'm fucking out of here.
I'm gonna look out the window. All I see is a bunch of fucking black. It's pissing me off.
Chinese people.
Man, I sure hope this video isn't gonna be racist.
Hello? Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I got this.
I goddess who?
I got a shit.
Okay.
This is my last day vlogging for all of you. I got great news. For 27 years, I adopted this new racial identity, but I didn't really have an identity. But through the creation of sketch comedy, I realized I wanted to be one of the niggers who's funny. That's my identity. One of the funny ones. And I decided to go to an open mic last night, and I killed it with the racial stuff. I killed it. In fact, one of the MAGA people in the audience was like, "You're one funny nigger!" And I felt amazing. There were 0 black people in the audience, mind you. But I prefer it that way. Except there was one black person in the audience. Justice. The black woman I even got this surgery for to begin with. She was laughing harder than anyone else in the crowd, howling like a fucking monkey. And she talked to me after the show, not recognizing who I was before, but rather recognizing me as the guy that she previously rejected for being light-skinned. And she was like, I had no idea you was funny! And we're going on a date tonight, so yeah. Thanks for sticking with me. And even if I get canceled, that's fine. They can't take the one thing that I care about. And that's my monkey business. Relationship with a black woman. See you guys.